hard-coded, which are freely available, pre-written the code. So to avoid all these hardships and all, we generally use ML models, like which get trained on the data and then draw conclusions and patterns over the data, and then and then it sorry, and then the robot will be able to understand its environment very quickly. So the key concepts of perception are like supervised learning, unsupervised, and then reinforcement learning. Coming to supervised, the data which we provide will be in the structured format in the form of tables, and then which is represented in rows and columns. And then coming to unsupervised learning, so it's like the model itself learns and try to classify the objects based on its training epochs or the training rate. So coming to reinforcement learning, it's a kind of trial and error method. So it's like whenever you perform a task and then you get a reward for the positive feedback, and then you get a punishment for the negative feedback. So that's how a robot learns its environment and then its actions using reinforcement learning. So the major perception objects are like camera and then lidar. So coming to camera, we have various types like 2D cameras, 3D cameras, RGBD, and then stereotype cameras. So generally, depth cameras are of stereotypes, which also measures the depth of the image in front of it. So coming to range based, it's like LiDAR. We generally use LiDAR. LiDARs of two types, 2D and 3D. So where they use the physics principle of light. So light will be emitted in a straight path and then reflected back when it stucks an obstacle. So using that as a reference and then speed of light, so we calculate the distance. And then these continuous laser shootings are pushed by the LiDAR forms a obstacle. So there are few other sensors like contact based, which are tactile sensors. These are like when you press the button or like get in physical touch with the sensors, they send some signals. And then there are fourth category of sensors like IMU and then GPS. So these sensors doesn't require anything. These can also be considered as interior sensors. So what exactly happens with the IMU is it gives the orientation, acceleration, and then magnetometer. So we have 6 to 9 axes.